Hi, and welcome to Barbara Worth Junior High School Back to School Night. My name is Mrs. Hamilton, and I will be your child's 7th grade integrated math teacher this year. First of all, I want to say thank you for watching the video and to also let you know what tonight's goals are. It's to help you understand the work your child will be doing throughout the school year, to explain my expectations, and to also share information about how you can support your child's learning. The curriculum goals for this year are by the end of the year, students will understand and use probability, geometry, number sense, and algebra. A copy of the class syllabus was given to your child Monday during class. The grading criteria for this year is different than the K through 6. We will be using the A, B, C, D, and F criteria. As you can see, the percentages are the standard percentages that are used when using this type of grading scale. The other grading criteria that I want to talk to you about is about how each category is weighted. Tests are going to be 40% of the grade, homework is 20%, classwork and participation, including the notebooks, and also any in-class assignments will be 40%. Now, tests being at 40%, that is a higher percentage. So what I would like to do for the students, and I've done this in the past, is if there is a test that I can allow them to retake, then I will do that. Now, not all tests can I let them retake, but there are a few tests that I can, and that will help bring up their test scores. The only thing I ask is if they need to retake a test, that they come and do a couple after-school tutoring sessions with me so I can make sure that they understand the content before they take the test a second time. Tests will be given at the end of each major concept, quizzes will be given throughout the concept, and district assessments will be given at the end of each quarter. Homework is assigned almost every night. The homework should be written in their agenda. I do have a homework board where I post the homework every day. And when the students come into class, I ask them to write the homework in their agenda. Now, when I say there's homework almost every night, that's because if we are learning a new concept and I don't feel like the students are ready to do independent work on that concept yet, I'm not going to assign homework just to assign homework. Classwork grade will be based on participation, notebooks, I will be giving them a notebook, and in-class assignments. Missing work. If your child is missing work because they didn't do it and turn it in on time, they have 2 weeks to turn it in after the due date. Now, if they do not turn it in within those 2 weeks of after the due date, then I will not accept the work and it will be a 0. This is a policy so that students will keep up with their work and not try to wait until the end of quarter when grades are going to come out and then want to do all of their assignments. I really need them to be doing the assignments when they're assigned and not trying to wait until the end. Points will be deducted for any late work. Now, the exception to this is if they're missing an assignment because they were absent, okay, then they have, let's say they were absent on Thursday, they have until the following Monday to turn in any of the missing assignments or make up any missing test. If they are missing an assignment because they were absent, no late points will be taken off unless they do not make it up within the allotted time. Technology resources. The student and parent portal is where you will go to look for your child's current grade. I've already posted some grades in PowerSchool. You should have this login information from when you registered your child for school this year. Google Classroom is another place where you can look to see assignment grades. This would not be your overall grade for your child because not all assignments are posted in Google Classroom. But if you're wanting to know the grade of just a certain assignment, you can look in Google Classroom. I will also be posting notes in Google Classroom, and those are the notes that we do in class. And that way there is a place that they are located that the students can refer to those notes throughout the year to help them with assignments. Clever.com or Clever is another place, another platform that we will be using. On Clever, there is an online textbook that is a link to an online textbook if they need it, but they will also have a paper copy of their textbook. On Clever, there's also links to IXL, Desmos, and other sites. Class expectations. As you can see, I went ahead and put the class expectations, the ROAR here, but I tell the students that really it's very simple in my classroom. As long as you are someone who is humble and kind, you will make the right decisions and you will do what you know is appropriate. And in doing that, you're going to be just fine in my classroom. Occasionally, everyone makes mistakes. I understand that. If a child does make a mistake, we'll talk about it, and then we just move on. My contact information. Since I am in the classroom I'm in the classroom from 8 to 3:30, but I'm with kids pretty much that whole time. So the best thing to do is to go ahead and either send me a message through Remind or through email. My email address is shamilton@besd.org. The work number that I listed is actually the school's number. My hours are from 8 to 3:30. I'm with students from 8 to 3, and then I have tutoring from 3 to 3:30. Now, my tutoring is open tutoring. So students do not have to sign up to come to tutoring. If they're having problems with an assignment or having problems with a concept, all they need to do is come to my classroom after school and I will help them. Remind. There's a lot of parents that have already signed up for Remind, and I say thank you for that. If you have not signed up for Remind yet, the code is posted in Google Classroom along with the instructions of how to do so, or your child can ask me for the code and the instructions and I can give them a paper copy. How can you help your child? Well, one of the things you can do to help your child is to sign up for Remind. It is a way for us to communicate, similar to texting, where you and I could send messages back to each other. It is also a way that I can send, let's say I needed to get a message to a whole class, I could send a message to everyone in that classroom. Another way to help your child is checking their agenda. Also checking their grades in PowerSchool or checking their assignments in Google Classroom. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I look forward to having an amazing year with your child. Thank you and have a wonderful rest of the night.